about your damn self.
What up, what up, what up? It's Rom C Wolf, Columbus hip-hop artist, also entrepreneur, clothing designer, Immaculate Posse Clothing, and now this IPTV, man. Wolfpack Click Music Group. You know, me and you've been through a lot, Jess.
True.
True.
So like this project, what's the next greatest thing for Rom C Wolf?
I'm releasing a single called Back Home. The winter clothing line. I think I'm gonna call it Running with Killers. We're gonna have a new logo. What else? We got some new pictures coming soon. Models, baddies coming soon. So we got a lot.
What else is going on in terms of the Immaculate Posse release?
As far as Immaculate Posse, we got a couple new models. We got Katie from Columbus. We got can't forget her name, Mallory from Medina, and you know, still searching for a few more.
What has been your experience in working with FourGrainsOfRice to produce videos with that?
FourGrainsOfRice, man. We've been through a lot, man. Together, we've been through many hoods, many projects, Sundays, thugging Sundays. Yeah, we've been through a lot. We shot how many? Six videos. A lot of videos. So I don't know. What about you? What's going on with you? How's business been with Rom C Wolf?
It's been pretty awesome ever since I started. We started in the hood, and grunging in the hood. Actually, this isn't the hood at all. But what do you have to? Where do you see? What are your visions for your brand and stuff in the next 5 years?
Man, I'm just looking for an investor, looking for somebody to invest, you know, try to get this profit up, hopefully making millions. That's the main goal. You know, also trying to help people out their situations. You know, I don't just make music for myself or for clubs or booty shaking music. You know, I also make music for people who are going through tough situations, people who have been through a lot of things in their lives. And, you know, I just want to touch them, you know, also.
What's your one track that you think is probably your best work right now?
Well, we got, there's a couple. I actually like the Back Home track a lot. It's very real. It takes you through Ohio, the Ohio that nobody really gets to see. Takes you, you know, shows you the places I grew up in, you know, the people I grew up with, some of the homies, you know. But I also like Youngest Nigga to Slaughter. That one was actually retweeted by Crooked and Triago from Slaughterhouse, you know, Eminem's crew. So a lot of people like that one too. So, but as far as my favorite, I think Back Home takes the cake.
Describe your style in one word.
Describe my style in one word. Real. I have a very real sound. I'm not a fan of dub vocals. I'm not a big fan of ad-libs and stuff like that. So whenever you're hearing my vocals, whenever you're hearing a song from me, it's coming from the heart. So, you know, whenever you hear a Rom C track, if it's not one that I'm trying to, you know, make uppity, you know, it's definitely real.
What's it like to have a brother in Columbus that has kind of been through what he's been through? Do you sort of take any sort of leadership when it comes to stuff like that?
Well, as far as my family situation, I kind of consider myself the man of the house, the man that's trying to make the big moves. I feel like I have to take care of my family. you know, we've been through a lot. My brother's been through a lot. You know, he's gone through his banging days. You know, being 30. You know, still doing what he's doing. I have no idea at this point what he's doing right now, but doing what he's doing, and you know, yeah, I kind of got to take responsibility because, you know, I feel like, you know, the situation that my family's been in, the situation that we've all been in, nobody's really gonna take initiative to make us better. And I feel like I'm that person, you know, who has to take that step. Definitely.
You kind of don't have, you have a hometown, but as far as I'm concerned, you don't have like a specific town.
Oh.
That you call like your actual spot. You just kind of run around. Like,
oh, yeah. Now
the lifestyle of like having family in a lot of different places, being here, having family in Columbus, being someone from Baltimore, being in the North Carolina area.
I'm from Columbus. From Columbus. Definitely from Columbus. 1073 Wellington Boulevard. I'm from Columbus, but I did spend 10 years of my life in Maryland. And shout out Maryland. Shout out T-Sav. Shout out Drex. Coming soon. But you know, I'm somebody, who has been on the road. I've lived in Columbus, I've lived in Toledo, I've lived in Florida, I've lived in North Carolina, I've lived in a bunch of different places. So yeah, it's crazy, you know. You meet you meet a bunch of different kinds of people, different types of cities, you know, I don't know, everything. But you do realize, you know, in certain aspects of the hood, that a lot of, you know, all those different places, the hood is pretty much always the same. You're always going to have dope dealers, you're always going to have gang members, you're always going to have, you know, those types of people.
You started a music career more or less 2 years ago. What's been sort of like the biggest lesson that you've learned in terms of your production?
Can't trust everybody. Can't trust everybody. Everybody will come at you as if they have the best intentions for you, but not everybody has the best intentions for you. You know, fuck it. Let's say names. Joe Ferguson, being one of those people. You know, didn't have. You know, he kept feeding everybody dreams. On the team that I had back then, he kept feeding us dreams and telling us we were going to do this and he was going to put us on this and, you know, this and this and that, and none of that ever happened. And I was sitting there giving this man, you know, paycheck after paycheck and, you know, trying to, you know, accomplish this dream because, you know, we have a lot at stake. You know, life isn't that great for an up and coming artist and somebody who's grown up in, you know, tough times, period. So, you know, you can't trust everybody and a lot of people. Couldn't even trust my own old team members. As far as, I don't know, what do you go, Kid Kevlar now, Denzel, those two guys, pretty much left, you know, when they felt times were getting hard. They left and, you know, I was paying for their studio time, paying for their albums, and you know, paying for a lot of their instrumentals and all that stuff, helping them out, making sure that they were motivating, and also giving them a home. You know what I'm saying? Giving them a place, you know, a crew, a family, place that, you know, that they could call home. And you know, times get rough, you know, and times weren't even that rough, which is pretty sad, you know. And they left. They felt they can do it their own, but look at them now. They're not doing shit. But look at us, IPTV.
What's it like, man? What's it like working with Justin Rice on projects?
So, man, Justin is very, very, very particular. He's good at lighting. He's a man. You know, and I've gotten a lot of my homies, you know what I'm saying, respecting him as far as his work ethic and all the stuff that comes with it, you know. Definitely somebody that I can trust, to say the least. Somebody who's actually gonna be there when I need him to be there. Definitely a cool cat, very professional, knows his angles, knows his camera angles, knows a lot. 4 Grains of Rice. He can mix, DJ, graphic design, videographer, photographer, whatever you need. Justin is that one-stop food shop.
If you were to have sort of other rappers, whether they're close to you, whether they're location-wise close to you, who do you think is doing per se a style that you could put that you could put your money behind if you were to invest in something else?
Oh, I mean, I have my my own team, my own little team behind me. I got these 2 guys in Ohio, Westside Ohio. Shout out Marion, Ohio, near Columbus. I have Ace and I have King Savage. Those 2 young guys, man, they go hard and they really believe in what they do, and you know, they don't have much else, you know, to rely on in that city, you know, kind of infested with drugs and, you know, little small gangs and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, you know, a lot of kids dying and stuff like that over there from heroin overdoses. And, you know, they don't have much. So me being the real nigga that I am, I take that, you know, and I bring them, you know, part of my family, Wolfpack Click music group, and you know, I make sure they're straight. You know, I try to make sure to the best of my ability. Obviously, I haven't completely made it yet, but I try to make sure that they eat too. As far as other artists, I have, you know, the homies, Chaos Insane, Philly Phil, and now, you know, linked up with this Crip homie in Cleveland, Des OG. Shout out Des OG. He couldn't be here today, but I'll see him probably next Wednesday. So those are my that's my top pick. And actually, let's not forget, you know, a couple of the little homies in Maryland, Drex, and I'm thinking I'm gonna bring him on, and T-Sav, he will be on. T-Sav will definitely be on in December, so be looking out for him as far as a project on iTunes, and so will Ace this fall, actually.
Any
So.
final shout-outs for your first opening shout out by IPTV?
Shout out my brother Los. Shout out my homie Rikus, Bone. Shout out all my models, Melody, Bruna, Mallory. Shout out Janae. Who else? Ashley, obviously. Shout out. Well, I got so many people to shout out. Shout out everybody that's been there. Shout out the haters. You know, because that's what Immaculate Posse is about. It's about being the perfect team. That, you know, whatever you contribute, you played your part. Whether you're a hater, whether you're a fan, whether you're one of my artists, whether you're one of my previous artists, whether you're, you know, whatever you are, whether you're one of my models, whether you're my cameraman, Immaculate Posse, you played your part. And shout out White Rice, 4 Grains of Rice. You're the man. And that's pretty much it, man.
NC.
Damn, that shit was real.